Hi, I am Janice Gumasing from Mapua University, and I will be presenting my second research paper entitled An Ergonomic Approach on Facilities and Workstation Design of Public School Canteen in the Philippines. For the introduction and background of the study, the school canteen is a great place to promote an enjoyment of healthy eating. For students who use the canteen regularly, the food purchased makes a significant contribution to their food intake and nutrition. Therefore, it makes sense to ensure that the best food possible is available to enhance their ability to learn and take in the information presented to them. However, when running a school canteen, schools can face a number of problems that stop them from getting the most out of their service. One of the biggest problems the school canteen experience, especially in the public schools, is the lack of space and poor layout design. School canteens, especially the kitchen area, have usually confined space and force workers to stand for a long period of time in almost all static motion, causing pain and discomfort. Previous studies and researchers have revealed that workers in school canteen are exposed to risks of occupational injuries and musculoskeletal disorders. A study showed that staff in school canteens suffer from long working hours and overloads on hands. They are exposed to improper postures like awkward bending and lifting. Because of this, workers experience pain and discomfort in their wrists, hands, and shoulders. Therefore, employees who spend many hours at a workstation may develop ergonomic-related problems resulting in musculoskeletal disorders. For this reason, it is important that ergonomics be considered. Ergonomics is the study of people working efficiently inside a workspace. For canteen kitchens, that means having both an ergonomic space itself, good layout design, and proper design of physical environment. Given these conditions, the researchers aim to conduct a study in the facilities and workstation design of public school canteen in the Philippines. By applying the principles of ergonomics in order to reduce the risk of workers from musculoskeletal disorders and injuries. For the methodology, the researchers conducted a study among the 6 public schools in Metro Manila, where a large number of students and staff are located. A total of 42 respondents were involved in the study. In addition, devices such as BP meter, light meter, noise dosimeter, and digital psychrometer were used to obtain demographic profile factors of the respondents as well as measures for environmental factors. The researchers also used CMDQ in order to determine the discomfort location and common types of MSDs experienced by canteen staff when performing their task. Postural analysis was also done in order to gather data for task-related factors. The researchers used the REBA to evaluate the whole body postural MSD and measure risk associated with the task of canteen staff. Nair's lifting equation was also used to assess the manual material handling risk of workers associated with the lifting and lowering tasks in their job. Collected data from survey, interview, and observations were arranged in a manner of which the data can be easily interpreted to the use of frequency count and percentage distribution. In addition, the factors considered in the study were statistically treated and analyzed using correlation analysis and regression method. And finally, the researchers also used QFD tool to transform the customer demands into the technical requirements of the workstation design. The researchers also applied ergonomic principles such as anthropometry in order to identify the physical dimensions of the proposed design. The researcher needs to match all these considerations and come up with a proposed workstation. For the design of facilities, systematic layout planning was used to arrange the workplace in a layout by locating areas with high frequency and logical relationships close to each other. This process permits the quickest material flow in performing the task. For the results and discussion, the table shows the overall summary of results of the CMDQ from the 42 respondents of the study and rank from the highest to lowest percentage of risk. Based on the results, the most affected body parts of workers in terms of discomfort and MSD when performing their tasks are the following: neck, upper back, shoulders, lower back, hips and buttocks, upper arm, and lower leg. And in order to validate the cause of discomfort and MSD of workers, the researchers conducted REBA, or Rapid Entire Body Assessment, based on the working postures of dishwasher, cook, and cashier. Results are shown in the table. The result of REBA scores indicated that the current working posture of workers such as dishwashing, cooking, and cashiering pose high risk of developing a range of disorders, primarily to upper limb and lower back, associated with occupational tasks and must be investigated and changed immediately. The researchers also assessed the lifting posture of canteen staff using NIOSH lifting equation. The job resulted in poor lifting conditions, specifically on the task of lifting of water from the floor. This caused for concern as the location of the hands of the workers when lifting is outside the preferred lifting zone of 75 cm to 110 cm vertical height and horizontal reach of 40 cm based on the 5th percentile female reach distance with elbow at side of body. This proved why majority of the workers experience pain and MSDs on their parts of the body as reflected in the CMDQ scores of the respondents. The result of the NIOSH lifting equation is shown in the table. The researchers also assessed the physical working condition of public school canteen in terms of temperature level, illumination level, and noise level. The results of physical assessment is shown on the table. The assessment on the physical environment indicated the temperature level and illumination level of both kitchen and dining area pose risk for the core occupants since they are beyond the recommended and ideal level based on the standards set by American National Standards Institute. All the data gathered from the initial assessment were further analyzed and treated using statistical analysis. Regression analysis was used to verify true predictors for discomfort and MSD experienced by workers in the public school canteen. The result of the regression equation is shown. The factors that have significant effect to the MSD experienced by canteen workers are height, BMI, temperature, work posture, and lifting posture. The model summary for the regression model incurred an adjusted R-squared of 97.62% with coefficient correlation values of 0.912, which explained that independent variables in the equation are strong predictors for the MSDs of public school canteen workers. The results of the analysis have proven the need for the redesign of facilities and workstation for public school canteen. Therefore, the researchers used the principles of anthropometry to ensure that the design will match the body dimension of users in order to improve their comfort, health, safety, and productivity. Below are the anthropometric dimensions for the proposed workstation design. Finally, for the conclusion, the findings of the study have proven that workers in canteen are exposed to risk of musculoskeletal disorders and injuries due to poor facility and workstation design. The risk was evident on the scores generated by the RULA and NIOSH computed from their body postures while performing tasks. Based on the result of CMDQ, majority of the respondents experienced pain on their neck, upper back, shoulders, lower back, hips, buttocks, upper arm, and lower leg. Several risk factors were also considered in the study based on review of related literature, direct observation, and interview from the people involved in the task. Factors considered are the following. For personal factors, age, gender, height, weight, BMI. For environmental factor, temperature, illumination, noise. And for task-related factors, rest period, work duration, work posture, and lifting posture. These factors were analyzed and treated using regression analysis. The result revealed that factors such as height, body mass index, temperature, lifting posture, and work posture significantly affect the risk and exposure of workers to MSD. Given these conditions, The researchers were able to redesign the facilities and workstation of public school canteen by applying the principles of ergonomics, quality function deployment, and systematic layout planning tools. Thank you for listening. If you have other questions and queries regarding this research study, you may contact me through email and mobile number as shown